We arrive in Vizima soon.
Smell that?
Yeah. Smoke. Something's burning.
Heavy and stifling, like thatched roof huts.
Damn it, Geralt, look! Gods damn it, Geralt. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
You should be used to the sight of fighting by now, Dandelion.
We should never grow accustomed to violence and horror, especially the sensitive among us.
Luckily, we mutants have no feelings. Is that what you mean?
Shut up and tell me what you're doing.
Berengar's letter contained some clues. To start with, we need to get into the city.
That will be neither easy nor safe.
I agree. But I won't give up now that I'm so close.
Nose to the ground, forging on. You're like a bloodhound on a fresh trail.
Old Vizima awaits.
Probably the site of the heaviest fighting, then there's the plague.
We need to get inside. Finally, I'll find out who's behind Salamandra.
Geralt?
You sure you want to come?
I'd never desert you. I want to help.
But matters may get intense.
I hope you don't think I'm scared.
Not at all.
Geralt?
I knew you'd be back sooner or later. You missed a lot.
Greetings, Vincent. Why are you here?
I'm responsible for King Radovid's safety while he's in Temeria. We'd be deep in it if anything would have happened to him.
Has Foltest returned?
Yes. He's in Old Vizima. Knowing whose orders we're following really boosted morale.
I need to get into Old Vizima. I stand a chance of getting in alone, but not with... Do you follow?
What's going on?
I have a job for you, Dandelion, regarding King Radovid. The Witcher's flapping tongue would be a liability.
Why do I think you're up to something?
It's true, I'm not suited to converse with kings.
Done. Dandelion, wait for me at the King's camp. Geralt, do what you must.
Greetings, Geralt.
Your Highness.
Congratulations on the Professor. Pompous twit tried to blackmail me once. Thanks for the good news.
My pleasure.
What brings you here?
I want to finish off Salamandra.
Good. Finish the bastards.
What's the situation in Vizima?
Total chaos. But thanks to my agents, Foltest returned and is trying to restore order.
I see. I'd like to be on my way, sire.
Farewell. Help!
Thank you, Geralt. Thanks again.
How are the girls?
They still speak of you. Shani and I have become friends.
Good. I hope she's well.
She treats the sick and wounded no matter their race. Not all look kindly on that.
I see.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen her since it all began.
I'll try to find her. Farewell.
You're in time for quite a scrap.
Looks quiet.
All quiet at the front. Here they clash, there they grunt, and again, all quiet at the front. Yavin won. Almost all Vizima's non-humans took up arms.
How'd that happen?
When the Order started killing women and children, even the most assimilated elves rebelled. Dumbest move since the age of King Desmod.
Maybe the Grand Master wanted to provoke non-humans.
As if that wasn't enough, rumors surfaced about non-humans being resettled in Old Vizima because we're more susceptible to plague. fucking fairy tale, of course.
What are you doing here?
We need to repel the attacking knights. Then I want to lead the civilians and Shani's patients out of Old Vizima.
Shani's in Old Vizima?
She organized a kind of field hospital at the old town hall. Coming with me?
Naturally.
Gracious sire, this is madness. You should not expose yourself to such danger. Wait here and allow me to summon a stronger force.
Nonsense, Velerad. This is my city, the capital of my kingdom. Damn it, I rule this land, and I refuse to creep around its corners.
Gracious sire!
Silence! You know you might as well wipe your ass with those intelligence reports. I want to see it with my own eyes.
Non-humans attacking! Protect the king!
For freedom! Kill the dwarf!
I'll hang you by your own guts, human!
Mr. Grand Master, we're saved!
You return, sire. I trust you are not too late. Your kingdom is in need.
You should know kings are never late, Jacques.
Sire, flames engulf half the city, and the blood of your subjects fills the gutters. This is no time for word games. You must act.
What do you propose?
Allow me to command your army, and the freedom to do as I see fit.
Never. Over my dead body.
It was close this time. Next time, I might arrive too late to help.
I've seen enough. Velerad, back to the castle. What is he doing here?
He dropped in. He seems to have a talent for that. What shall I do with him?
He'll come with us. I have a matter to discuss with him. Witcher of Rivia.
Sire, I am honored.
As I'm sure you surmised, I have not summoned you here out of whim. A serious matter weighs upon us. A curse binds my daughter. I want you to remove it. I have gathered all who might offer aid. DeWet has been the princess's adjutant for the past half-year. Velerad has known Ada since her childhood. And Triss Merigold is here for her extensive knowledge of magic and female intuition. Consult them and think upon this matter. We shall speak about it again soon.
As you wish, Your Highness.
In the meantime, equally urgent issues demand our attention.
I'm listening, sire.
Witcher, imagine returning home from an excursion against a monster, a Kikimor for instance, only to discover your home a whorehouse.
Your Highness.
I'm not finished. Those you left in charge failed you. A traitor threatens to oust you from the home of your ancestors. Wouldn't you be angered? Would you not elect to shed more blood?
Sire, your home also shelters the elves and dwarves you inherited from your ancestors.
The fires and the slain are their doing. You cannot deny that. But in truth, I need peace in my kingdom now.
Perhaps you should extend your serene benevolence to the non-humans. Promise them safety and equal rights.
Perhaps. We'll send Velerad to negotiate. His elven features may prevent them from shooting, but I jest. Restoring order requires more.
I'm certain you're right, sire.
I must attend to some urgent matters. Speak with these excellent minds. Gain their insight. And don't forget my daughter, Witcher. I'm counting on you.
I won't forget.
My servant will summon you when I have more time.
Geralt, I was worried about you.
I worried too. I'm proud of you. Heard how you fought for Alvin. Horrible things are happening in Vizima.
True, but the king has placed me under his, protection. Tell me, where's Alvin?
Alvin vanished into thin air one day, despite the amulet I gave him.
Vanished? That's awful. He might be anywhere in time and space. I had hoped the amulet would block those abilities.
I hope he'll be all right. Triss, I've been thinking about us.
Oh, Geralt.
Triss, we can't pretend this is possible here and now. We are who we are, and neither of us wants to change.
But I don't want to lose you.
I didn't mean it that way. You're closer to me than anyone. I trust you completely.
Geralt.
But we both have things we must do. I don't expect you'd cast aside the interests of the Lodge.
You're right.
Believe me, Triss. I wish things were different.
Geralt, hold me. Geralt.
What do you think happened to Alvin?
Frankly, I never guessed he'd bypass the Dimeridium. That would be a feat for many sorcerers. Clearly, he has enough power to teleport himself anywhere, perhaps even through time.
What do you think about the situation with Ada?
She's a Striga, Geralt. We both know that curses don't cast themselves.
Any theories?
Years ago, when you first removed the curse, you ordered the princess to wear a necklace with an inclusion. Juniper, broom, and hazel branches were to be burned in her chambers.
Don't tell me. Someone replaced the necklace and added crap to the fire.
Yes, someone close to her who knew the secret. Velerad might know something.
So you think I should aid the king?
Definitely. In a sense, I'm a political prisoner. I could teleport away, but that would be highly inappropriate, and I still have a few matters to settle here.
What might those be?
Don't concern yourself. I know you're busy with Yavin and his elven friends.
Triss, don't be that way.
You made your choice, Geralt.
I've got to go.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Velerad.
I saw you speaking with the king. I gather it was unpleasant.
It could be worse.
Geralt.
Aren't you a bit afraid, Velerad? The king looked irate.
At me?
I'd watch what I say if I were you.
I've served Temeria all my life. If they condemn me, I'll hold my head high as I walk to the gallows.
The king told me about Ada.
Dreadful, you warned us it might return. Can you break the spell a second time?
We'll see. You seem to remember last time well.
Certainly. You stayed from dusk till dawn in the old manor house where the Striga had her sarcophagus. Kept half the city awake with the noise you made. We went to the manor at dawn and saw the two of you lying on the floor by the sarcophagus in a pool of blood. You were barely breathing, but the princess was cured. With the traitor Ostrid dead, the king was overjoyed.
Who was Ostrid?
He cast the curse out of jealousy. He loved the king's sister.
Many victims this time round?
I don't know. These days, the corpses lie thicker than flies on a pile of manure.
Know where the Striga sleeps in daytime?
No, but she's been seen in Old Vizima. She may hunt there.
Removing the princess's curse will be risky.
True, but the king has ways of encouraging you to do it.
What do you mean?
You have non-human friends. Help Foltest, and he might reconsider his decree about cropping ears and beards to a prescribed size.
Understood.
Geralt.
Farewell.
Witcher?
Count.
No titles, please. Let us bury past misunderstandings in the name of a greater cause.
So be it.
Geralt?
Don't you fear the king's anger, De Wet?
Wherever did you get that idea, Witcher?
Foltest looked pretty pissed. He said something about bloodshed.
Obviously, he spoke of the blood of traitors and non-humans. He might finally dispose of that failure Velerad.
The king wants me to lift the curse that holds Ada.
Not surprising. You succeeded once, though it nearly cost you your life. The Striga's appearance possibly spells the end for Foltest. Many say he offended the gods. Remember how she first became a Striga?
Remind me.
As a youth, Foltest had quite an appetite. So much so that he ploughed his own sister. Their child died at birth, but then continued to grow in its coffin, only coming out to feed. Then you arrived and broke the spell, though apparently not completely. The Striga's reappearance proves the royal dynasty is cursed. The people are sensitive to such signs. No wonder Foltest wants you to kill the Striga.
I thought I was supposed to lift the curse.
You are to keep the Striga from becoming an eyesore.
The chance of removing the curse is minimal.
I've heard a rumor of an additional reward for killing the Striga.
I'm not interested in rumors.
You should be. It's your choice, Witcher, but give it some thought.
Farewell.
Imbeciles.
Wish on a star? A witcher? In my native Beauclair in the Duchy of Toussaint? A witcher once spent an entire holiday feast dancing with a sorceress.
Not I, milady. I dance rather poorly.
Do all witchers have white hair?
No, milady. I am alone in that.
Perhaps I am confused. Regardless, I do have a certain matter for you.
How can I help?
Très bien. Mon Dieu. My 3 cousins recently fled the city due to some unfortunate coincidences.
Did they incur the king's disfavor?
Of a sort. I wish to send them some coin to alleviate their situation. Understand?
Perfectly. I'll act as messenger for an appropriate fee.
Ah, parfait! My cousins Corbin, Buse, and Ramiro sought refuge in the swamp, in the caves there. Please deliver 300 orens to each of them.
As for my fee...
My cousins will give you a receipt. Take these to Ovizima, to the captain of the mercenaries, my fiancé. He will reward you.
Farewell.
Our merciful master will see you now, sir. Go upstairs to his chambers.
I'll go immediately.
Yes?
Witcher.
Your Highness.
No need for titles. Speak freely. You've had time to think. What's the prognosis on removing the curse from my daughter?
It's possible.
Could the curse have returned by itself?
Unlikely. Someone must have cast it again.
Should you succeed, would Ada's mind be that of a child?
I don't believe so. She'd likely recall all that occurred before her transformation.
You don't believe so? You're not making this any easier, Geralt. Do what you can to remove the curse. Failing that, you may slay her without fear of retribution from me. When I last gave you my trust, you did not disappoint me.
Thank you, sire.
Don't thank me yet. Should you learn who cast the curse, tell me and only me. If you succeed, I'll grant your every wish, within reason, of course. If you must slay her, do it quickly, cleanly. If you fail, and my daughter suffers, those dear to you will suffer too.
I understand, sire.
Good.
Sire, another disease consumes your kingdom.
What would that be, Witcher?
I have been investigating an organization known as Salamandra.
My daughter dealt with them, stupid girl. I regret I ever departed. To your credit, Velerad said you thinned their ranks considerably. I trust you shall finish the matter.
Exactly my aim.
One last matter, Witcher. Forgive me, but I had you followed. I received a report about your personal life.
Your Highness?
You must know that I hardly did this out of lewd curiosity. My spies report that you are romancing Merigold. I need to know if there is anything more to it.
Triss is a friend, and none of your concern, sire.
Friendship cannot exist between man and woman. Triss is beautiful, but remember that she is a sorceress. Ensure that she never entangles you in her intrigues. If you desire to go to Vizima, talk to my chamberlain. I shall be away from the castle for some time. See Velerad about any other needs.
So I shall. Farewell, sire.
One more thing, Witcher.
Yes, sire.
This is, confidential. So you must pledge these words will not venture beyond these walls.
I shall take them to the grave with me.
My spies tell me you play poker. And, well, I have trouble finding worthy opponents at court. They fear I would have their heads if I lost. Care to play?
Yes? Yes? Yes?
I'd like to return to Vizima.
Are you ready, sir?
I am.
Glad you're here. I thought I'd have to run through the city on my own.
I spoke with Foltest. I'm supposed to break Ada's curse. She's hunting in the city.
What you intend to do?
I have no idea where the Striga might be. Let me help you. Maybe we'll happen on the princess's tracks.
Great. We need to gather 2 groups of refugees nearby. Then we'll break through to Shani's hospital. Ready?
Ready.
Enemies in sight! Defend yourself, bud! I detest you, dwarf!
When will this end?
Damn it, they were supposed to be here. Maybe they're hiding somewhere.
They better hurry. The knights will arrive any minute.
Damn it!
I hear a cursing dwarf.
Impossible, damn it! Fucking-possible!
Not you, Zoltan.
Hurry! Stay close to me and this Witcher. We'll get one more group. We're here.
Punctuality is no strength of the elder races.
Shush, Geralt. I'm going to imitate the roar of a polar tiger.
Are we meeting zoologists? How would your friends ever recognize the roar of a polar tiger?
When they hear an unlikely roar, they'll know it's me.
Stunning logic. Told you. Stop before you attract some she-tigers.
Here they come. Stay close. We're headed for the hospital. Oh, we made it.
Now the wounded can receive proper care.
I just remembered something. Know the legend of Witcher Raven and his armor?
You know anyone who could create a suit of armor like that?
Go to the dwarven blacksmith. He's hiding somewhere in Old Vizima. I'm sure he can help.
Great.
Welcome.
You've set up a hospital.
Clever.
Do you have a minute?
I have my hands full. Besides, I'm apparently not worthy of your trust.
What are you talking about?
Alvin, you made it perfectly clear who's worthy of a Witcher's trust and who's not, who you'd sleep with on occasion, and who you'd entrust with a child.
But...
Enough. The wounded need my help.
Master, are you a Witcher?
I am. What is it?
Master Geralt, the she-beast is murdering people.
What happened?
The Striga appeared by the tower. I was sent to get a Witcher. Already 5 soldiers have breathed their last. Help us!
Which tower?
The tallest in the district. The one the Scoia'tael set ablaze.
Finally, that monster is dead.
Why are you here?
I heard soldiers were fighting a Striga, so I came to see Vizima's famous Striga princess. Though not a Striga, still interesting.
Don't get too excited, Kalkstein.
I'll pay these good soldiers to take these remains to my laboratory, and later I'll...
Hold it. If not a Striga, what is it?
A combination of alchemy, genetics, biology, and black magic. A mutant like you. I can't wait to have a closer look.
Like me?
Similar. Magic and alchemy accelerates the mutation. The side effects are practically uncontrollable. It's hellishly quick and strong. To know more, I'd have to dissect it.
I suspect I know who's behind this. Do you know where it came from?
The soldier said it came from the swamp cemetery. Take this scroll. It details the formula for a powerful potion that will help if you choose to fight the Striga.
Salamandra grows bolder.
Accelerated mutation and experiments on humans is a dirty business.
And all based on stolen witches' secrets.
Which you guarded for years without succumbing to any of these temptations. Congratulations.
All right, but what about this Striga?
If the soldiers were wrong... I heard rumors of certain events in the swamp.
What rumors? Be quick.
They say a corpse was found at the old chapel there, torn open. The large intestine stretched to its full 1.5 meters. All 6.5 meters of the small intestine wrapped around...
That's fine, thanks.
Geralt?
You posted a notice.
2. Which one do you mean?
Wraiths. You wanted death dust, right?
Of course! And how did it go?
Smoothly. Here it is.
The invaluable White Wolf. Your reward. Geralt?
The king asked me to handle the Striga.
Vampires once interested me. Unfortunately, I never examined a live... undead specimen. To defeat the Striga, you must survive a night near her lair. I'd recommend getting weapon greases, especially Argentia and Crinfrid oil. Your famous Witcher's signs will be useful. Irden will stop the princess briefly, should she run amok.
Kalkstein, I was wondering.
Yes?
In your studies of mutation, did you find any cure for infertility?
Sorry, Geralt.
As I expected. Farewell.
Geralt?
Greetings, Witcher.
I have a job for you, more complicated than a lightning rod.
I'll always make time for a friend.
I'd like you to recreate Raven's suit of armor.
The legendary gnomic armor? You'll need to gather their components.
What would you need?
The armour of Graf Kobus Reuter as a template. He was buried in the swamp cemetery. While you're there, visit the grave of the elven minstrel. I'll need his verses about power runes.
Consider it done.
Then you must find fragments of Raven's original armour, and a certain tool.
What tool?
A bifunctional alloy and steel fibre recirculator.
Huh?
I'll tell you where to find it. When you get there, grab the most peculiar item you see.
All right.
Look for a mine with a magically locked entrance. Use air and fire-based magic against a receptor concealed in a stone near the entrance. That will open the door.
Sounds doable.
Splendid! 2 fire-based spells followed by 1 air-based. Now beware of danger inside the mine. Once you've gathered all the components, I'll make the suit of armour.
You don't fear attacks?
No, the Scoia'tael protect me. They know if they lose me, they'll have to fight with wooden sticks.
I see.
Knights of the Order tried to torch this hut twice. Repelled both times.
No further. Understood? Not a step closer, bastard!
Can I interest you in something?
Do you supply the insurgents?
I'd prefer to fight at the front, but Yavin designated me quartermaster.
May I see your wares?
Certainly. Our rebellion requires coin as much as it requires steel. I mean no offense, Gwynblade. As Yavin says, you need gold to wage a war.
Idleness tires me.
I shall cut you, hairy ape!
What happened with the Striga?
False alarm. Some mutant was attacking the soldiers.
Need help?
No more than anyone else.
Let me decide.
Shani,
You seem to be in one piece.
not worried about Knights of the Order or elves showing up? They both think you're treating the enemy.
For me, they aren't enemies, just wounded. In this hospital, we make no racial or political distinctions. I came to understand that at Brenna. Rusty treated Nilfgaardians and our own, even shielded a patient with his own body when elves showed up. If they come here, I hope I have the courage to protect my patients.
I'm sure you will, though I'd rather you escaped.
Nice to hear. Why are you telling me this? What's that sound?
Eternal fire! Behold the terrorist hideout! At them!
Are you blind?
This is a hospital, not a hideout.
Aiding squirrels spells treason. Humble yourself before the eternal fire. Confess your sins, and perhaps you will be spared torture.
Forgetting anything?
Save your devilish tricks, freak. The eternal fire shields our souls from filthy magic.
Can it shield you from a witcher's sword?
Kill the non-humans! Leave the red-headed bitch alive!
They wanted to slay the wounded. How can anyone fall so low?
I've seen worse in town.
Thank you, on behalf of all the patients.
They shouldn't bother you anymore. See you later.
Farewell.
Just in time, Gwynblade. The fun is about to start.
Mine's already started. Get out of here.
We received information that terrorists found shelter at the old town hall. Keep out of this, Witcher.
Too late.
I repeat, walk away. We'll arrest that elven bitch and clean up the old town hall.
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Then make it an honorable fight, sorcerer. Iron, no magic.
Honor? A second ago, the 6 of you wanted to attack one woman. You wouldn't know honor if it kicked you in the arse. Kill them!
Defend yourself!
Thank you, Witcher. You saved my life. Come. I know a quiet place where we can talk.
My balls itch. We must retake the barricades from White Rayla.
Won't be easy.
The Knights lost much in the last battle and lack reinforcements. If we defeat White Rayla, Old Vizima is ours.
I must speak with Teruviel.
Finally, a breather. I was sure we would meet again.
Why did you return? I thought you had had enough of war.
True, but I could hardly leave my brethren alone to die. I just couldn't.
I see.
I realized I couldn't run away from war. Yavin is a good leader. Strong, charismatic. This is our chance to change history. How could I run away from that?
Teruviel.
What is it? Why do you gaze at me so?
I was just thinking.
You think Unbelievable. You think I would... in these circumstances? The fate of the world is in the balance, and you're thinking about sex?
Oh, what the hell. Strip.
Your wish is my command.
Do you know why Teruviel returned?
I can guess.
She returned because you helped her at Murky Waters. She told me when she saw you fighting for their cause, she couldn't leave Yavin. Since he returned, he's been a better leader. Maybe we'll win.
We? You've changed too. Decision time. A turning point. I could have stayed out of it, but you can't always straddle the fence. The Scoia'tael showed new strength at Murky Waters. I saw it in Teruviel's eyes. Even old Zoltan Chive talks of hope, victory. I just hope it's not a costly one.
Let's break through the barricade and clear the road for the refugees.
It looks pretty solid. Any ideas?
A frontal charge!
Genius.
We'll be like polar tigers, fast and merciless.
Isn't that a mating call?
Enemies in sight!
That was tough. Teruviel must be on the left flank.
We need to break through to her.
For the Grand Master!
I'm glad to see you. Listen, Yavin is planning something. We'll mount a frontal attack. Distract them. He'll stand a chance then.
You sound like Zoltan.
Damn it, I almost thought she'd be getting up again.
The second arrow penetrated her heart. She didn't have a chance.
And they said White Rayla had no heart. Let's go. It'll be safer further on. We're finally out of that hell.
Your friend should be safe.
Watch out! Monsters!
Draw them away from the refugees.
Don't need to hear that twice.
Flaming Rose!
Witcher, are you all right?
You arrived just in time.
I am Jacques de Aldersberg, Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I have heard much about you and know of your deeds from a very trustworthy source.
Explain, please.
Geralt of Rivia asking me for explanations. He who so generously lavishes his wisdom upon others.
Forgive me for not laughing. I just didn't get the joke.
I don't intend to explain. Unlike you, I'm one to act. I want to laugh when I recall your pseudo-philosophical reflections. Witcher, only time can teach us. Only with perspective can one understand what is right. Who is human, who a monster, what is evil, and how to overcome it.
I'm in no mood to guess, so why don't you just tell me what made you so bitter? Otherwise we should part.
Forgive me, I can get irritable. Know they sometimes tell me of your deeds, and though I don't approve of them all, I'm always genuinely interested to hear them.
And how did I earn the interest of the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose?
I like to know what goes on in Temeria. It helps me appear in the right place at the right time.
Incidentally, thanks for your help.
Though you're not human, every knight's duty is to aid those in need. An element of our vocation.
Beautiful words, yet hollow when the cries of the murdered are in the air. I understand. They don't apply to elves and dwarves?
You're mistaken. The Order's oath is clear and bright. Every knight swears to enforce the law. You cannot deny the non-human uprising is directed against the state. The Order was formed to uphold the law, maintain peace, and ensure our survival from the approaching White Frost.
Vizima was erected on elven foundations.
We both know that is immaterial. I regret what's happening, but the non-humans took up arms. There is but one way to save the world from annihilation.
Your way, you mean?
Do you know anything about the Order? The Order is an idea, from its foundations to its pinnacle. Our mission, our vision. Our objective is a new world, a new order that will come after the White Frost. A world in which all will get what they merit, not by birth or through connections. A world where the strong help the weak, and crime is duly punished. A world of clear principles and ideals. You must know anyone can join, be they peasant, merchant, even witcher. Knights collect no payment, and are promoted for great deeds.
And you'll decide who will be awarded the honor of living in an ideal world? That's demagogy. Words that conceal a lust for absolute power. After all, you will have to bring those who stray back onto the path. No, Jacques. I'll pass on a paradise like that.
I hope when the time comes, you'll understand.
Don't let me keep you, but I don't like to owe favors.
You've paid your debt.
I don't understand.
You owe me nothing. Our rest is over. Fall in.
Farewell.
I'll lead them to the Druid's cave.
Take care of yourself.